Hey, it's Cassie from Curry Honda in Chicopee. You're listening to the Bax And Nagle podcast on Rock 102. Come see us at Curry Honda for the best selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Experience the best at Curry Honda. Thanks for listening.
Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 5:36. Alice in Chains of Bax and Nagle and Rock 102.
You know, every one of those days where you walk outside and you can bite the air?
Well, it's going to start biting back after 10 o'clock.
Yeah, well, it's pretty muggy out there already, and it's going to get even worse today with a heat advisory in effect. A high of 94. Tomorrow, even worse, with a high of 99. It is 70 right now in downtown Springfield.
And we're going to crank up the heat later on this morning when Marty Caproni joins us in the studio to talk about a $20 dinner and a comedy show.
I think 3 chubby guys in a room together is a good idea on a day like this.
4 if you count Matthew.
It's like that thing we were talking about those swingers last week. The smells. It's the smells.
Yeah, this is probably the week to postpone all those kinds of activities.
But I'm sure we'll hear about a $20 dinner and a comedy show later on today.
I'm sure we will. It's 5:37 with Bax and Nagle and Rock 102.
The attitude, born right here in America. Turn it up and celebrate the sound of this country. Rock 102. Springfield's Classic Rock.
102 Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 5:51. And the Scorps with Bax and Nagle and Rock 102.
The Scorps?
The Scorps. Yeah, those in the know get to call them the Scorps.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't invited to the VIP party at the Baxy Musical Fun Bag to be cool enough to call them the Scorps.
Well, let me make a couple of quick phone calls, Steve. And if you ever have to, introduce them for any reason, you too could call them the Scorps. There's no special handshake or any kind of dues you have to pay.
By the time I get to interview them, they'll be the corpse. It's going to be muggy today with a high of 94. It is 70 right now in downtown Springfield.
Hollywood Trash is brought to you by Western Mass Masons. Call them for all your foundation and chimney needs.
Somehow you still care about what's happening in Hollywood. So from Tinseltown, 3,000 miles away, it's Steve Nagle's Hollywood Trash.
It's fun to stay at the YMCA. No.
way?
No longer. The lead singer of the Village People has died at the age of 75.
Really?
Yeah, Victor Willis, who was a founding member of the Village People, died after a short but aggressive illness on Monday, but the band announced on social media. They're talking about how the U.S. President often plays the disco band's hit songs at rallies and dances enthusiastically and dances to the music, which is always a great treat to watch.
You're probably too young to have appreciated the impact that the Village People had in the 1970s. I remember seeing them in the Merv Griffin Show.
Yeah.
Where they did, I believe, Hot Cop and In the Navy. And Merv, for whatever reason, thought that those two songs were about police work and the military.
Really?
When in fact, they had nothing to do with either one.
Really?
Seriously.
I thought that was all connected.
Not really.
They last performed live for the president on January 19th of 2025 at the Make America Great Again victory rally as he was sworn into office for the second time. Willis, who would dress as a police or naval officer in the group, left in 1979 before rejoining in 2017.
You just can't keep a good man down.
And participating in many festivals and pride events around the world. So the group's name, a nod to Manhattan's Greenwich Village LGBTQ scene, and camp costumes including police officers, Native Americans, and builders marked a contrast with the political campaign they were hired for.
There does seem to be a slight disconnect, but you know what? Who doesn't love the Village People? You're telling me you don't love the song Macho Man?
Listen, listening to the Village People doesn't make you gay.
You're right, Steve. You're absolutely right.
So rest in peace, Victor Willis. Now over to some modern times for some alive people.
Okay.
Taylor Swift. Things are not going well. Crews have been hard at work at Madison Square Garden constructing the sets for Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's upcoming wedding. but extreme weather forced the work to be halted. The Grammy Award winner and Kansas City Chiefs tight end are set to tie the knot in the iconic New York City venue on Friday, July 3rd, ruining every one of their friends and family's holiday weekend. And the venue is set to be completely transformed for the wedding of the year. This has included reports that a massive castle is being built inside the venue for the affair, which is said to be studded with numerous celebrity guests. However, as crews were spotted bringing loading equipment into the space, work was also paused as extreme temperatures started taking hold of the New York metro area. A full red carpet staircase was seen being built, but by mid-afternoon, the carpet was temporarily taken back inside due to the extreme sun and temperatures expected in the days leading up to the wedding.
This could have been so easily simplified if she had just decided not to go to Madison Square Garden and went to, the Delaney house instead.
Yeah, it would have been a lot easier.
We had ours at the what used to be the Lord Jeff, what a lovely space. Outdoors, indoors. They can accommodate all kinds of weddings over there.
I was really sad at your wedding that smallpox blankets were no longer allowed to be handed out as wedding favors.
Which is crazy because it was on the bridal registry.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, it was on the tradingpost.com.
Right, it was smallpox, bath and beyond.
Yeah, that would have been a nice little treat for everybody. But no.
We talked about those being the centerpieces, but apparently we couldn't make it happen.
Smallpox blanket centerpieces.
Is it me, or does the idea of having a wedding at Madison Square Garden stupid?
It's very stupid. Temperatures are expected to peak 95 degrees today, and then 101 tomorrow, and on the day of the wedding, 102 degrees.
Wow.
But it's Taylor's wedding. We have to go.
You don't have to.
No.
You can give your regards, and then you have a year to buy a present.
Yes. Well, do you have a year to buy her? Does she even need anything?
Well, I'm sure she's registered somewhere.
How could you be? You have everything you possibly could want. You can buy anything on a whim.
Yeah.
Usually when you're buying gifts for a married couple, you're buying things to... You didn't have a registry, did you?
I think we did it. Yeah, no, we did.
But
it was a small one because we kind of had everything we needed.
That's what I'm saying. Between two people, between one of you two people, you had most of the stuff that you needed.
I only brought half my stuff into the wedding.
Where'd the other half go?
You don't want to know.
No, but you know what I'm saying? You're established adults. You don't need. They're both millionaires.
The other half was where someone wasn't happy with the wedding.
Well, John went. I sat with him at the table.
I know.
We were fine.
I know. I'm just saying.
But, it's like you have everything you need. What the hell do you need extra stuff for?
You may need, the simple stuff, like towels, a blender. Do you think she's got a blender?
I'm pretty sure Taylor Swift has the best blender any money could buy and has a personal chef to make it for her. She doesn't even have... She's probably got her own, what do they call it? What's the smoothie place?
Like a Jamba Juice.
Yeah,
sure,
Jamba Juice right inside of her home.
Well, I just bought her a cappuccino maker. I'm hoping it's the right one.
Yeah.
Got her right off the registry at Target.
Oh, is that what it is? Right off the registry?
That's it.
So yeah, I'm not. I wouldn't even accept the invitation to go to this thing.
And you love her.
Oh, I can tolerate her for some time. I listen. I think she's whatever. I'm not going to get into my opinion of Taylor Swift because the real star is Kim Kardashian. She's selling these new things on her Skims collection now.
Right.
It's down to a barely there string bikini that struggles to contain her tatas.
Really?
That's the latest bikini that she's put out.
Well, she must have something to say.
Oh my God, the last time I struggled to contain anything was when I gave Ray J the monocle Bluwinski and finished with the salami twist in that sex tape you can purchase on YouPorn for $39.95. That's where you look like Mr. Peanut.
Kalen?
I never got that done and dirty. I almost didn't change my voice.
I know you didn't.
I almost never got that down and dirty with your mother, Chris Kim, but I once bam-bammed in the spam can. Little squishing the gibbly bits.
What are you trying to say?
What I'm trying to say is I did some uphill gardening and whitewashed the picket fence on the way out. Behind the house.
Yes, I understand.
The rear entrance.
Yes, of
if you know
course.
what I'm saying.
I do.
The no-go.
Yes.
And that is your Hollywood trash on Rock 102. Ugh.
And now, Bax's View from the Couch. Brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware, your grilling destination. Weber, Big Green Egg, Uni Pizza Ovens, and Traeger Woodfire Grills.
Hey, good morning, sports fans. How the heck are you? Folks, I don't know how many of you are aware of this, but according to my calculations, I have approximately 1,901 days to go before I can retire from this godforsaken business. And while that seems somewhat far off in the distance, I'd like to believe that it's going to be here like that. And when it does, I would like to think that I will have squeezed every drop of juice from this rancid lemon that I can. And when I have, I'll know that it's time to go. Sadly, some people have yet to figure out things like professional basketball is a young man's game, a game not designed for someone who qualifies for AARP benefits or discounted cups of coffee at any participating Dunkin' location. Yesterday, LeBron James informed the Los Angeles Lakers that he would like to return for an unprecedented 24th NBA season. He just doesn't want to do it there. Instead, he would like to take his seasoned talents and play for somebody else, and so he has informed his agent to begin fielding offers for his services as soon as the free agency period began, which was last night at 6 p.m. Now, there is no question that LeBron James was once the greatest player in the world with 4 NBA championships, 22 All-Star selections, a 4-time MVP, a 3-time Olympic gold medalist. He's done all right for himself, but he's 41 years old. You know why most 41-year-old men don't play in the NBA? Because they can't. And yet, the first team out of the gate to show any interest in signing him is the Golden State Warriors. And I think one must assume that more teams will likely follow because you see, there's nothing that rounds out an NBA roster quite like an aging, broken-down old man who is well past his prime, commanding a $50 million a year salary. At least that's his plan, to sign a maximum deal for the next 2 years with a no-trade clause and a player option for the second year. What team in their right mind would pass up an opportunity to make that sort of financial commitment? Because if I were owner, I'd be busy looking for a pen, because that would be money very well spent. If this were 12 years ago. But hey, enough of my yapping. Sports brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware. You know, in the 1950s, we got 2 American icons, Elvis and the Weber Kettle Grill. Win a Weber Kettle American Flag Kettle Grill. Enter at Rocky's this weekend. It's a beauty. A classic Weber Kettle, tastefully emblazoned with an American flag. Enter to win at Rocky's Ace Hardware. I'm Bax. That's my view from the couch. Springfield's Classic Rock at 612. And Fleetwood Mac with Bax and Nagle and Rock 102.
Heat advisory after 10 o'clock this morning. Going to be muggy and hot with a high of 94. Tomorrow, even worse with a high of 99. It is 70 right now in downtown Springfield.
Steve, it's not just going to be hot. It's going to be extreme.
Extreme heat.
It's going to blast your face off.
Yeah. Just, we try to be funny and all that stuff here, but I think something that's pretty important here to talk about this morning. A search is underway in Munson for a missing teenager that began yesterday morning. The Munson Fire Department stated they were searching for a missing 16-year-old boy in the area of Moulton Hill and Childs Roads. He was last seen walking towards Connecticut with 2 dogs, a boxer and a pug. The boy is described as bald. The public is being asked not to help in the search for the missing person, as they have the Massachusetts State Police canine assisting. Yeah. So that could hinder, the search for him. But if there are all these people yesterday, you shared a post yesterday about that, in which everybody was sharing that, which is great.
Everybody was sharing it, and I happen to know the family. I've met the kid. He's a sweet young boy, but he is special needs. Yeah. And this is not, by the way, because there is some confusion. There was another rescue of a hiker that happened yesterday in the Munson Woods. This is not the same individual. It's not the same story. These are 2 totally separate situations. But the young boy whose name at this point is being withheld from the public, and I totally respect that.
Yep.
He is still out there, and so people all over the place, keeping their lights on, looking at their searching their own property throughout Munson, looking for this young boy. I mean, I like I said, my wife and I have known the family for a long time. We're hoping for the best for this for them and for the boy. And the dogs as well, but yeah, it's a horrible situation.
Yeah, so if you see someone matching his description, you're asked to call 911 and let the police take it from there. So I just wanted to put that out there.
I appreciate that, but I also appreciate all the people that shared it too, because sometimes getting people aware of a situation is the best way to get some sort of resolution. And there were alerts that were sent out yesterday on cell phones and other devices too. So
and to point out that the news cycle changes so fast that some people don't even know what's going on. So that's why it's important to get the word out and help find this young man. So we're just hoping for the best in that situation. You want to change gears without using a clutch?
Yeah, sure. Let's switch it up.
I bought a car yesterday.
What?
Yeah.
A car, like a new car or a pre-loved vehicle?
Pre-loved vehicle. My kid actually bought the car. She had saved her money up, bought a car. She's going to be driving probably within a year or so.
Okay.
Permit to soon come. It's always nice to have an extra vehicle in case the swagger wagon breaks down on me in the morning. I can take another car to work. But it was a great deal. It was like $1,800 for a 2016 Toyota Corolla, perfect cherry. Hey, listen, man. You can knock that cherryness all you want, but those Toyotas last forever.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
My first car was a beautiful 1981 Toyota Tercel wagon.
Oh, look at you.
You would talk about a chick magnet. Every chick I knew wanted to get as far away from that car as possible. And I tell you what, I would have, it was probably like 160,000 miles on it at the time, and it would have kept on going had it not been T-boned at an intersection and totaled the car.
Yeah, hey, my first car was a 1984 Chevy Celebrity.
Ooh, nice.
With all of the paint. The title said green, but it was gray.
Yeah.
There was no paint left on it for some reason.
Did it have any white wall tires? Those are pretty nice.
I actually did have white wall. Actually, I had to change the tires. See, this was back in the day when things were actually affordable and cheap. Mm-hmm. You could go to Sears and get a used tire for $5, and the Mountain Balance would be $10, which was more than the price of the tire that you were.
Yeah.
I was changing tires every week, and that was only because my brother had gotten to an accident with it. Somebody hit him in the back, and the wheels were running like a smiley face.
Oh,
in
yeah,
the back,
yeah.
Right? So anyway, this is a perfect first car for a kid.
Sure.
Right? It's not got a lot of miles on it, but that's okay.
So do you.
I do too. Yeah. It's got a lot of miles on it, but whatever. I mean, it's kids saved their money. She wanted to buy the car. We found somebody that was offering it, and
Well, that's did you test drive it and make sure it operates as planned?
Oh, you're supposed to do that?
Sometimes,
I had no idea.
Depending on the model.
Yeah, everything is fine with this. It is what it is for a 2016 Toyota, but. Those things last forever. I mean, I've had nothing but good luck with the Toyotas.
Sure.
Anyway, so I get all the paperwork, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna go up to the insurance company, and get the you have to get the proof of insurance.
Yes.
Before you register it. And my insurance company offers this great service they'll do all the registry services for you.
Oh, that's good.
So I get to the insurance company, and they're like, oh, yeah, we can take care of this, no problem. And I was like, oh, can I pay for this here? Oh, yeah, a check. You have to use a check.
A check.
And I'm like, I don't even have a checkbook anymore.
Okay.
Honestly, most of my payments are digital.
Will they take a Bitcoin or Venmo?
No, they won't take either of those.
How about a Zelle?
So then I'm like, well, how much is it? Well, we won't know until we process the whole thing because there's taxes, there's whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I said, okay, fine, give me a call when it's all set. So they call like 2 hours later. And they're like, well, we got some bad news. The system that we use is down.
Probably crashed trying to figure out whether you're going to have to pay for insurance for a kid like that.
It wasn't even about that because that hasn't even hit me yet because that's not even part of the deal yet. This was just pre-buying the vehicle.
Yes.
In anticipation for that. The premium will probably be 3 times as much as the
car itself. Of course it is.
That was purchased. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Oh, you're going to like that one.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. But, hey, listen, at least it's $200 off for the $800 driving school that I paid for.
That's very generous of them.
So I'm like, so now what? And she's like, well, your best bet is to just go into the RMV yourself and do this. And I go, I'm so glad I picked an insurance company that has all these RMV services that are unavailable to the customer that needs them at the time they need them. I won't name the insurance company,
but they know who they are.
It's like Fred's Insurance Company. It's like
right.
Steve Martin, Fred's Bank. You know, you got an insurance policy? I'll put it right here in my front pocket. You know, so now it's like I had to go to Greenfield yesterday.
Right.
So I said I'll stop at the insurance company. I'll pick up the thing. My other kid had to be in Greenfield for 5, so I get to Greenfield at 4:40. Right. Get my kid to where she needs to be. And then I was like, you know what? There's an RMV, like right down
in Greenfield,
right down the street.
Sure,
right when you get off the highway, right?
Right.
And it's now 4:48 or 4:49, and I'm like, it's only a few minutes away. Let me see. And so I get there. It's 4:51. I was out of there by 4:57.
In 6 minutes?
Quick that transaction was. Because I'm thinking, I'm going to walk in there and they're going to be like, no, we can't do this today. You know, this is a process. But the rule is they're open till 5 p.m. And if you get there before the doors close, you are a customer at the RMV and you need to be served. I even apologized to the lady. I said, listen, I'm sorry, I'm coming in here, 8 minutes before you close. And she's like, I get paid either way. So I'm like, okay.
I'll be damned.
She zipped through that thing so quick. That was the most enjoyable experience I have ever had at a registry of motor vehicles in Massachusetts.
Whoa. I have never heard a human being say that was an enjoyable experience at the registry of motor vehicles in Massachusetts.
I know. I can't even believe it myself. I have a hard time even getting the words out of my mouth to say that. Because usually it's like, take a number, D402. Please proceed to window number 4.
I told you when I took my daughter Liza to get her license.
Yeah.
She didn't have enough proof of residency. Even though, she had everything that was listed. They said, no, that's not going to be adequate enough. We're going to need something like a school transcript to prove. So, we're at the plaza. This is years ago. This is at the plaza. I call the school. I get the transcript. I go back. And then it's another lady at the window. She says, you don't need a transcript. All the stuff you got here is perfectly fine. I said, you sent me to her school to get a transcript. And I was like,
I know.
It's one thing to be in the wrong line, because you can easily be in the wrong line. It's another thing to be sent home, go back, get what they told you to get, only to find out, you didn't really need to bring that.
Yeah,
Thank you very little.
I'm not a fan of the RMV most of the time. But this lady who helped me yesterday at, I don't know what her name was, but she was at window number 3.
I think
window number 3, and she zipped through that thing like it was nobody's business. She got the new plates. The thing is registered. It's ready to rock and roll, and we're ready to go now.
I remember telling,
No, go ahead.
I was going. You should always go to the registry of motor vehicle with your kid, doing that old Obi-Wan Kenobi speech. Like, what you will find here is a villainous hive of scumbaggery. Just prepare yourselves and your child for what they're about to face. But 6 minutes, unbelievable.
I couldn't believe it. And then there were 2 more people that came in behind me. which was weird.
Really? And they got served too.
Yeah, but you could hear it when somebody another lady in the back goes, "We got more." Yeah, there's one more. Okay, one. We can do that. No, there's two. Two. The audible gasp of like, oh my God, now we got to be here past 5 o'clock. But kudos to the folks at the Greenfield RMV for making that a nice, smooth transaction.
It's 6:24 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
You ready to laugh?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Let's laugh.
It's Bax and Nagle's Joke of the Day
I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown. I amuse you.
on Rock 102,
I make you laugh.
Springfield's classic rock.
Why was the cow wearing high heels?
I don't know, Steve. Why was the cow wearing high heels?
Because she wanted good-looking calves. You know what I'm saying? See, it means the same as the babies that she would have, and all that good stuff. Man, these things. $20 dinner and a comedy show tomorrow night.
Bax and Nagle in the morning on Rock 102.
6:32 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102. It's time for news. Here's local radio icon Steve Nagle.
Thanks, Bax. As we mentioned earlier, a 16-year-old boy with special needs has been missing since approximately 7:30 a.m. yesterday, prompting a large-scale search operation in Munson involving dozens of rescue crews. The search began around 9:30 a.m. Neighbors reported police and rescue crews arriving throughout the day. An alert sent to responding units at around 11:45 a.m. stated that the teen left into the woods and has not returned. The teen, whose name has not been released, was last seen wearing a navy blue shirt, black shorts, and glasses. He was last seen walking south toward the Connecticut state line and was accompanied by 2 dogs, a boxer, and a pug. K-9 units are assisting in the search around Molten Hill and Cedar Swamp roads. The Western Mass Technical Rescue Team is among the agencies on the scene. A helicopter was flying above the area, and ATVs were deployed to navigate the heavily forested terrain. Munson Fire Chief Brian Harris said there are no new updates and the search remains ongoing. An emergency alert also urged neighbors to check their cameras for any signs of the boy or his dogs. Anyone with information about his whereabouts are asked to call 911. Today is the day Schremmerhorn Seafood opens. We talked about this yesterday. This is a glorious day for the city of Holyoke.
Holyoke has so many things to celebrate, as you know, but this may be one of the biggest things I've ever heard of. Bigger than the road race, bigger than the parade. The reopening of Schremmerhorn's. Shut the front door.
It's set to reopen its doors after nearly 2 years of renovations, bringing a new dining room, a full liquor license, and a table service to the 114-year-old restaurant. I think the liquor license thing is new because I think it was just like a beer and wine situation beforehand.
So now it's a full liquor license.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong about this. I'm pretty sure it was only like a beer and wine thing. But now you got a full bar. Who doesn't want to shuck down some oyster shooters?
Yeah, that's fun. But, sometimes I can enjoy a delicious fisherman's platter without any libations at all. In fact, I'd almost rather choke in the tartar sauce.
What are you talking about? Yeah, a little tartar sauce with some vodka in it?
I don't need that.
Tartar shooters? Did you ever have oyster shooters?
Yes, I
the
have.
Oyster inside the Bloody Mary in the shot glass.
Yeah, I've had that.
Most people go. Bleh.
Yeah, but I love it.
Yeah, but when you're a drunk and a hankering for oysters, you don't really care where it's coming from.
There have been times, and I don't know if you've ever experienced this, where you may have been overserved. Mm-hmm. At like a restaurant or a bar.
That has never happened to me before.
And oysters are on the menu.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, you just keep ordering more and more and more oysters to the point where you've had too much of everything.
Yeah.
Too many oysters, too many drinks. All of a sudden, you're surrounded by a cloister of oysters, and that is not a pretty sight.
A little too much vitamin K from the oysters on your liver.
Yes.
And a little too much alcohol for your liver.
Maybe way too much of both.
Remember those day afters, the old Sheriff Ash picnics?
Oh.
I had no idea mollusks could be flushed.
You and I used to take advantage of that in ways I don't think the sheriff at the time ever even thought was imaginable. You and I would belly up to like the cherry stones.
Oh, yeah.
And we would just plow right through them.
Yeah, that's why the ticket price went from $40 to $50.
Just to accommodate what you and I were going to stuff down our job pipe.
Well, they'd only give you 4 at a time. And we'd be sitting there like, we'd be like getting the fingers going. Come here, come on, more. Keep going, keep them coming.
I don't think it would have been strange to say you and I might have had 60 or 70 in a single day.
I would imagine that would probably be how many we had on top of the hamburger and hot dog.
The hamburger, the hot dogs, and the beers we get.
It made up for the London broil steak that was not marinated or it was just thrown on a grill.
I usually had to leave long before the steaks were pulled out.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think I stuck around long enough.
I think I did like once or twice.
That was something that would come at the end of the day.
I think I did it once, and then I realized I'm never staying for this portion of it ever again. I didn't even win anything in the raffle. That's the worst part, you know? Thomas Tyler's billboard stands on the banks of the Connecticut River, hoping to catch motorist eyes as they travel the bridge carrying Route 140 from Windsor Locks into East Windsor. Stop the sewage spills, it reads. Elect Tom Tyler. And with that, Massachusetts municipalities' water woes and the stink it causes with the state downstream have become an issue in Connecticut's election season. Mm-hmm. At the same time, one lawmaker south of the border has begun to meet with officials in Holyoke in an effort to find a regional solution to the problem. They're complaining about all the stink we send down the river from Springfield and Holyoke and Chicopee, South Hadley, all those places.
Connecticut's got their share of stink.
They don't want to admit that, though.
Have you been to Bridgeport?
Unfortunately, yes.
We know what we're talking about. That's all that sewage collects down there.
Like hundreds of communities across the nation, the cities of Springfield, Chicopee, and Holyoke constructed sewer systems decades ago that collect both stormwater and sewage and get overwhelmed during bouts of heavy rain. Last year, the 3 municipalities sent about 717 million gallons of untreated wastewater down the Connecticut River.
All right, but
beautiful this time of year.
I mean, it's as gross as that sounds. Think of all the other hundreds of millions of fresh water we sent down the river, and no one had any complaints.
Yeah.
There were probably all kinds of contaminants in that water, and you didn't bellyache back then.
Tyler, a Democrat, is seeking to unseat incumbent State Representative John Santinella, a fellow Democrat representing a district made up of western half of Enfield that borders the Connecticut River. A primary is scheduled for August 11th. The former attorney for the town of Enfield has made the sewer discharges from Massachusetts a primary pillar of his pitch to voters, saying the discharges are both an environmental and public safety issue. Little, if any, coordination has occurred with the Connecticut state government about this. Tom will take the fight to Hartford to clean up the river.
Mm-hmm. One guy going to make that fight.
You know what?
Good luck with all of that.
You want to really drive this home? Get like Angel Soft to sponsor your campaign. Like a toilet paper company.
Yeah.
A Cottonelle or what's the other one? It was
like a I don't know, say like a Charmin.
Charmin, yes.
He's a squeezably soft candidate.
See, I think we can run this guy's campaign. He's cleaning up the city and the river.
That's right.
Look at that. The sewer discharges coming down from Massachusetts became a topic of concern last year. Enfield's town council discussed the matter last June, and in August, 2 Connecticut lawmakers sent the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency a formal letter demanding the agency prevent the overflows dumped by municipalities upstream. You can't really prevent that, though, because the systems are over. Where is it going to go? When you have all these torrential downpours.
We're not going to keep it for ourselves.
I mean, yeah, it's disgusting, but what's the solution if you don't have the money to upgrade the?
I mean, you're talking like hundreds of millions of dollars to fix or to install new systems, billions maybe of dollars to install something different. I don't think one politician in Enfield is going to change what Massachusetts does.
It's still I get a chuckle every time I'm like driving across the South End Bridge and see a boat out there and the guy's fishing in the boat. I'm like,
a three-eyed brown trout,
a Bondi's Island bass.
Have you noticed though? Because this is something that I've certainly noticed, that apart from the Ironman competition where you have people allegedly getting ready to swim, in that river, you noticed how little we're reporting on how many tens of thousands of gallons are being poured into the river every time it rains. Like a couple of years ago, that's all we were talking about because news stories were happening every single day. After every rainstorm, we're talking about how much raw sewage was falling into the river. Now it's like we're so used to it, we barely report on it anymore.
Because it's become part of the norm.
Yeah.
It's like it's
but
part of
people, because they don't hear the story, some people assume, well, I guess they must have resolved the problem.
No, they have not resolved the problem. And you're right. When they canceled the Ironman competition this year, because they didn't do it until the last minute.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I guess everything must be okay. But no, that stuff has been overflowing for years and will be for years to come.
Now, there's a problem. So, it's 4th of July weekend coming up. And there's a bunch of problems on the beaches, like at the North Shore, that they're being contaminated. Water flowing out of the Merrimack River, and you got like Salisbury Beach is contaminated, and all of that. Ironically, where we go in New Hampshire's got like a whole different set of criteria before they can tell you, hey, it's too dangerous to swim in this water.
Oh, you live, pee, or die. Isn't that the slogan of that state?
It ain't pee.
Well,
just goes to show we have very high standards here in Massachusetts.
It's nice to know that we're a little bit better than the people in New Hampshire, aren't we?
You know what? There's something to be said about it.
Bay State Health is considering maintaining all childbirth services at Bay State Medical Center. I got a buddy. After its planned takeover of Mercy Medical Center in November, Mercy suspended its 16-bed maternity unit in December after all Mercy's obstetrics clinicians but one left the area. According to documents Bay State Health filed with the State Department of Public Health, Bay State is seeking approval for its plans to take over financially ailing Mercy. In response to Bay State's first set of documents, state officials asked Bay State if it will maintain licensure of maternity beds at Mercy after Bay State takes over. Bay State Health said it is considering maintaining all maternity services at Bay State Medical Center, which includes the Wesson Women's and Infants Unit, to preserve efficiencies given the shortage of obstetric clinicians. The hospitals are only a few blocks from each other.
For a while, my understanding is, and if someone says otherwise, I'm willing to believe that too, that obstetricians, OBGYNs in the area have gotten either out of the business or they've moved out of this area because what they pay in malpractice insurance, and then also their all the other insurance issues they have. I mean, they're leaving in droves. It's hard to get seen, hard to get an appointment with a lot of these people because they're strapped for time. There's just simply not enough of them to go around.
Yeah,
and thankfully, birthing is a very rare thing at local hospitals. You almost never see pregnant women going into a hospital anymore. I mean, who's doing that?
Hey, you do it at home. Just like most of the people.
Like in the olden days. Yeah, you did it in your mud hut or like in a pond. And that's how we did it. Why can't we have perfectly healthy women giving birth in the Connecticut River? Why has that not been a thing?
Yeah, it's nice and pure out there in the Connecticut River.
Oh, like the ocean springs.
I know people who have had 2 children in their home. They got one of those tub things, and they did it right in their living room.
Like a water birth kind of thing?
Yeah, and then I'm always that jerk that goes over their house. It's been years now. The kids are, probably 10 or 12 years old. And I'll go over the house, and every time I sit down on the couch, I go, hey, what's this? I think you missed a spot when you cleaned up.
You might want to shout this out.
I don't think you can shout that one out. Your Pioneer Valley forecast today is going to be very hot, very muggy. Heat advisory in effect after 10 a.m. this morning. Heat indexes could see 100 degrees or higher. 93 for a high today. Could see some thunderstorms this afternoon as well. Tomorrow, sunny and hot again with a high of 99. It's 71 right now in downtown Springfield. I'm Steve Nagle, and that's the news on Rock 102. Well, here's something new.
Hey, fellas.
Speaking of an exciting prize, it's Marty Caproni.
Yeah, that is it. Everyone's favorite treat.
What's going on, man?
Nothing. I got a bone to pick with you. I've waited a week to pick.
Uh-oh. There we go.
This kid, we go out to a lovely dinner.
Yeah.
And then I listened to it on the radio the next day, and countless people tell me how he made it sound like it was a major chore. You know?
Well, it sounds like that you have a lot of questions about the menu, every menu.
Listen, this is the problem. As I've told you guys, I'm trying to cut down or out gluten from my diet. So where does Steve pick for a restaurant to go out to eat?
An Italian restaurant.
Yes. Perfect if you're trying to manage gluten.
But it was more about our friend's choice of what she wanted as a dinner place to pick.
That is complete BS. She literally said, and I quote, "I don't care where we go.
Yeah, because it was
just
close
as
to
happy." And I go, "We could go to that Mexican place, Acapulco. You know, the place where everything's done in corn.
Yeah.
It's non-gluten. We could go there."
Acapulco's a good place.
First of all, nobody suggested that.
I did.
You did not.
I 100%
Go back
did.
in the text message and
Okay.
show me where you suggested Acapulco's.
I said it verbally. Verbally.
Oh, verbally.
Right,
Well,
yes.
it goes, sometimes one thing goes one in the ear, it goes right out the
Yeah,
other. Bax deals with it every day.
So we picked a convenient pasta-laden restaurant.
Okay.
So the menu comes, and I go, well, I'll probably just get a Caesar salad with chicken on it. That's what I said.
Okay.
What do you think Steve and our dinner guest said? You can't just get chicken with... You can't just get salad with chicken on it. You got to get something.
Well, not at Figaro's. They got
So-
some really good food down there.
I mean, Steve is right. There's a lot of other really great things that are not related to gluten on the Figaro's menu.
That is a lie. There are two things on the menu that don't have gluten with them. The Caesar salad with chicken
Yeah.
and steak.
What's wrong with steak?
That's what I got.
And it was delicious, wasn't it?
It was very, very good. It was a steak dish with like a prosciutto and
Oh, I know that one.
mozzarella cheese and Jack Daniel's sauce with mushrooms or something on it. It was delicious. So that's what I had to get. Of course, I don't eat a lot of steak.
Well, they have the veal. We got pork chops. There's chicken.
So that's the next thing I want to bring up. Then it comes time to order the food, and he goes, "Ooh, veal."
Yeah.
And then
delicious.
I don't say anything. He goes, "The baby cow, baby cow." So now I feel compelled to say, do you really have to? Why don't you get chicken? It's like a dinosaur. You know what I mean? You don't get. I go, the baby cow, they stake it into the ground so it can't move, so
Yeah.
it gets fat, and then they kill it. It doesn't really have a life, you know?
Okay, but what's the difference between that and eating a steak? You're basically okay. It's a baby cow, but you're eating dad.
It's fair.
It's mom.
It's fair enough. However, and again, I freely admit this, I am a hypocrite when it comes to food. I don't eat lamb. I don't eat veal.
Mm-hmm.
There's certain things that I won't eat because foie gras is another one. You know,
Sure.
because they stuff down a goose's neck.
The geese love it.
No, they do not love it.
It's
very
that kind of
incorrect.
sacrifice
Yeah.
that they're very happy to do. It's like, I thank God I'm being force-fed all of this stuff at once so that Marty Caproni can eat me on a plate.
You're mistaking the geese with some girl you dated in college. They do not love.
Who told you?
They do not love it. So he's like, baby cow, and then I'm sitting there like, just shaking my head. And he goes, can you make sure they kill 2 cows for my veal? Like, he's just going on and on and on. But I don't bite. I just say, oh man, all right. Well, this goes on though. Now the waitress comes over and he's still carrying on about the veal and everything. I'm still looking for a gluten-free option. He's making fun of me now for I'm looking for the gluten. And then I looked at her and I said, ma'am, this is why people say that we sound like a gay couple when we go out together.
It is. We have these little arguments.
They are little. They're not arguments. What do they call like a
Tete-a-tete?
Tete-a-tete.
Yeah, okay.
It's like a little and then it becomes and now we're at dinner and it becomes like a Seinfeld episode. And at one point, I look over to our friend Becky, who we're taking out to dinner, and she's just sitting there laughing, shaking her head because she's watching it in real time.
Yeah, because right after we order and we get the iced teas, I immediately reach over for the carafe with the sweet and lows inside of it. To, got to seal the deal on this whole elderly relationship.
Yeah.
You'd like you had like two old ladies at a restaurant.
That's what it was like.
Yeah.
But listen, man, you're eating a cow. They're really. Do you feel? I know you say the practices of how they raise the baby cow and how they murder it for people's dining pleasure.
Yeah,
but do you think, what are they rubbing the cow down with a loofah like they're treating it so well?
You think they pluck the chicken with soft, velvety hands? No, they don't.
No, but have you ever seen a chicken? They're like a dinosaur, basically. They got like Jurassic Park feet. They don't really have a brain. You know what I mean?
Honestly, man, I think if you saw the way any animal was put down and used for purposes, for consumption, you would not eat any of it.
Like pigs, man. Go look that up online.
Go look
sometime.
that one up. Yeah.
Bon appetito. Oh my God! Look at the time.
God.
It's 7 o'clock with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
And now, Bax's View from the Couch. Brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware, your grilling destination. Weber, Big Green Egg, Uni Pizza Ovens, and Traeger Woodfire Grills.
Hey, good morning, sports fans. How the heck are you? Folks, I know that many of you may find this very hard to believe, but I'm not exactly breaking the bank in half with my enormous paycheck. Sure, I do okay, I suppose. The reality is most people who've requested my financial disclosures all say the same thing. That's it? Where's the rest of it? Well, that is the rest of it. And while I'm perfectly happy being wildly underpaid, my paycheck has disqualified me from doing certain things with my money. And among those things would be re-entering the world of sports ownership. Sure, many of you might recall that I was once a proud owner of a single share of non-dividend paying stock in the Green Bay Packers. Sadly, I was forced to surrender that part of my investment portfolio many years ago in the divorce. However, I've always felt that if I had the money, I'd love to jump right back in. Well, you can forget all about that delusional pipe dream, as the latest sports ownership opportunities are about to pass me by once again. This week, the NBA began finalizing bids for more than 20 potential ownership groups looking to purchase franchises in the planned European Basketball League. According to reports, NBA Europe is looking to create 12 franchises in various cities around the continent beginning in October of next year. Cities like London, Paris, Madrid, Berlin, Rome, and several others are all up for grabs. And while that seems like it would be right up my alley, I'm afraid I'm running a little short, since some of those bids have reportedly reached over $1 billion. Now, I don't have $1 billion. If I did, I wouldn't be working for the paltry scraps I'm earning here today. And yet, if I did have $1 billion, I would likely not spend it on a basketball franchise that, for the moment, doesn't exist and hasn't played a single game. Most of the teams in the WNBA aren't worth $1 billion combined. And yet, the NBA is looking to grab all that cash without any promises that it won't be a complete financial disaster. No, sir, I'm going to keep my imaginary $1 billion and do something meaningful with it instead, like cure a disease or feed the hungry. Even then, I'm going to need receipts. But until that happens, thanks, but no thanks. But hey, enough of my yapping. Sports brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware. Thank goodness for outdoor power, mowers and blowers and chainsaws. Thank goodness for Mark at the South Hadley Rockies. Mark's a steel-trained outdoor power expert. Steel, Ego, Craftsman, Toro, and an outdoor power expert like Mark can be found at every Rocky's Ace Hardware location. I'm Bax. That's my view from the couch. It's going to be extreme, Steve.
Extreme weather!
It's more than words. It's extreme.
You want your thighs to stick together all day long? It's extreme heat.
You guys should do the actual U.S. weather alerts. It would be great.
Yeah, that would be kind of a fun job, wouldn't it? To be like the voice of the National Weather Service.
Oh, it ensue panic among everybody? Yes, I would love to do that.
Well, you ever see it on TV? It's like all this. It's like this electronic sounding voice, and it doesn't even sound like human. But if you had like you and I, it's gonna be extreme.
It's a tornado.
I don't know if you guys saw that video I made the other day about the sarcastic tips to keep cool.
Those are sarcastic?
The video got reported for inaccurate information.
Are you kidding me?
No,
really?
I accidentally deleted it. That's what
Uh,
happened. No, this is the thing about these videos. Yesterday, I make another video, right?
Yeah.
So I go upload the new video, and then when I go to check it, it's the day's previous video because it has 0 likes, 0, obviously it's like a fresh video. And I'm like, why is this up there? So I delete that. It then deleted the original video that I had. I had like 54,000 views on it or whatever. And I'm like, and I didn't even expect that to happen.
Yeah.
It's usually the ones you least expect. So I ruined the whole thing. The whole thing is ruined because of my fat thumbs.
I gotta tell you, this whole social media stuff, it's for the kids. I don't know why old men like us are doing this.
Well,
It's
Steve's
like ridiculous.
making money on it now.
Yeah, you're not making that much money. You probably got enough to buy a coffee.
Fives of dollars.
He's making tens of dollars every year.
Oh, tens. Oh,
Wow.
You're overestimating, I think, my friend.
No wonder you're able to buy that car for your
Oh,
kid.
hell yeah. That's when my kid bought the car.
Well, she's financing you right now.
Yeah. Well, who do you think is giving me money to pay for the subscription every month to Facebook?
We took my daughter out for her birthday on Monday. Took her to Mystic or whatever. Went to the record shop, and I got her a record.
Nice.
We did all this stuff and went to dinner and this and that. And then I stopped as she was like, we were doing like ice cream. Then it was dinner. Then she didn't like the place we went for dinner because they didn't have the burrito that they always had. So we decided that we would just have an appetizer there and then go to another restaurant for dinner. And I finally looked and I said, out of everyone in the house, I think you have the most money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, because you don't have any bills. You're just out there willy-nilly working and banking money. So, it was what it was.
Did you enjoy some ice cream?
I did have ice cream.
Yeah. Where'd you get it?
Drawbridge ice cream in Mystic.
Drawbridge.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever been to Mystic?
Yeah, I've been to Mystic.
It's a lovely day when you go there. It really
Sure.
is nice. And they have Drawbridge ice cream. It's the ice cream shop right at the Drawbridge.
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
Yes, I know.
How are you supposed to know where it is?
Yeah. But I had this kind of ice cream. It was a caramel ice cream with mashed up Butterfingers in it.
Ooh, that sounds pretty good.
And then caramel swirls.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds really good.
It was
You
a little
know,
treat.
last year we went. Jenny and I went to a place that how I didn't know about this or ever heard about it. I have no idea. Rogers Place in Chicopee.
Oh, yeah. It's
Yeah.
a giant ice cream.
Yeah.
It is. You get like ice cream about the size of a human head.
Yeah, you lose your foot after because of the sugar.
Oh yeah, I mean, listen, I was getting diabetes just walking
Yes.
from my car to the window.
Now, it's all soft serve, right? They don't have hard ice cream
No,
there?
I think
Do
they
they?
have hard now, yeah, but they
But what they do with it is almost like it's like magic. It's like witchcraft
Well,
over there.
they serve it in like a grinder tub. Isn't it like a big styrofoam tub that they serve it in?
No, they do. So Rogers forever, Rogers was like one of the places in Chicopee you went for soft serve. If you're Burnett Road area, you went to Mr. B's. If
Yeah.
you were anywhere else, it was Rogers or now it's Goodies, but it was something different back then. But the people who bought Rogers, they capitalized on the social media, so they started making these ornate sundaes with like candy in them and all this stuff. Their Instagram had like a gazillion followers
Yeah.
just for their ice cream. It is very good. Very, very good. I am partial to Randall's. I love Randall's.
Randall's is good.
Randall's is very good.
JB's in East Longmeadow. They make their own too. Very, very good there.
I have yet to have that.
It's good.
For all the years that I've been working in this area, I have yet to have JB's ice cream.
Really?
Yeah.
Where's JB's?
It's in the plaza right next to
The
Villa,
Pride Station.
next to
Yeah.
Villa Napolitana.
It's it's next to the Pride.
It's between. It's in the where the Pride Station is.
Okay.
It's in that little plaza, about like 2 doors down from the Little Caesars.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's good.
There's
Yeah,
still
no,
a
it's
little,
solid.
There's still a Little Caesars over there.
Yes.
I thought they were all gone.
Nope, not that one. That one's cornered the
Wow.
market on all of their business.
Wow. We should do a day trip.
Why not?
We have a Little Caesars right near my house, St. James.
I got to tell you though, when we did go to Roger's place, I couldn't finish it. You know,
Yeah, it's a lot.
and we split it. Like, you know, 2 adults could not finish one giant ice cream cone. We put it in like a little, I don't know, like a container or something. Couldn't do it. Could not finish it. And we can. I don't know if you know, the Bax and Nagles can plow down when push comes to shove.
It's ice cream.
Yeah, I mean, I was just like, I was feeling my teeth rot for like 4 weeks afterwards.
Did you split it?
Yeah, we split it.
And you still couldn't finish
still couldn't
it.
finish
It's
it.
huge.
It's amazing.
Giant portions.
This is a very relevant conversation, by the way, heading into this weekend.
Well, on a hot weekend, extreme
Right.
heat dome, you got to have some ice cream.
Well, and it's funny because my cousin lives in East Long Meadow, and he has this 4th of July cookout every year. Mm-hmm. We stopped going a few years back because there was a little fireworks incident, and my wife was very nervous having my kid around there. Like, we're going to get killed one of these days with Roman candles. I'm like, when we were kids, we used to shoot Roman candles at each other in the woods.
Oh, yeah,
it's
that was
fine,
always
you know?
Ah, the good old days.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
But, my cousin throws this great thing, and I've been on the fence about messaging him and being like, hey, man, we're thinking of just stopping by. Now you're telling me there's a ice cream place in East Long Meadow, which kind of makes it worth taking the trip.
Well, you know, they make their own too. That's the key. It's not like they're buying it from. They make their own. I have to respect that.
You know what else is a good one? And we did one of the celebrity. It was like your celebrity scooper, I think it was called. Some charity a couple years ago. Is Batch in
Long
South
Meadow.
Hadley. Well, they have one in Long Meadow, but in South Hadley, I went to that one. They are really good.
Never had that one either.
Batch is
That's good.
very good.
That's
yeah.
good.
I had Malicious the other night.
Nothing wrong with that.
No. And although, again, I will, just like I had the problem with Harold's.
Yeah.
Harold's didn't have the very flavor that I had the very week before, which was like a chocolate orange thing.
Yeah.
And then Malicious doesn't have the chocolate Cookie Monster ice cream. They're out of it. They're out of it.
See, do you see? You start. Is the picture coming in now?
Mm-hmm.
It's not me that's always difficult. He's like an 80-year-old man. He can't wrap his mind around the fact that sometimes people have limited batch-only flavors.
Sure.
So you're standing at the thing, be like, "This isn't what I always get every time."
It threw me off. I go up to the thing. I'm ready to order the chocolate Cookie Monster, and I have to. Not that I didn't like what I had. I had chocolate almond chip, which was just as good, but not as good. Perfectly like the chocolate Cookie Monster.
Can I point out the hypocrisy of this conversation?
Mm-hmm.
Here's a guy that's been accusing you of eating like a 12-year-old with a
I
hot
was
dog
about
and the
to-
ketchup.
thank you.
And here's a grown man ordering the Cookie Monster ice cream. I'm getting sad because I didn't have it.
I see what's going on here. Yeah, I see.
Cookie Monster. Do you guys have the Cookie Puss? Do you guys have the Cookie Puss cake like Carvel? What do you mean you don't have the same
It's Cookie
thing?
Monster, not Cookie Puss.
I think you are the big cookie puss. That's what I think.
Listen, I have very distinct tastes, and I'm a chocoholic.
I'm going to point out something else because he didn't. I thought Bax was going to point it out. For the guy who criticizes me for asking questions about the menu, you're at an ice cream place. You can't look at the board. There's 12 flavors on the board.
I did. I picked another flavor.
But you just go up and you're like, they didn't have the flavor that I want. It's on the board. If it's not on the board, they don't have the flavor. They're not hiding one back there.
But they always have it. And for some reason, they were out of it. And that made me angry. I'm going to go over there and give that Joe Didi a piece of my mind.
It's 7:24 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102. 7:27 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Liam will tell you about the extreme heat.
It's gonna rip your face off.
Melting in the sun.
You're gonna be nothing but a big fat puddle.
A big lake is gonna be a big giant bowl of pea soup without the A.
Why do I feel like I'm going to a monster truck rally when you guys do?
Because that's basically what it is. That's what meteorology is all about.
Oh, because it's going to end on Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
Yes, that's the way it's going to be. But it's, I mean, the temperatures they're talking about are ridiculous, and it's going to feel worse because of all the sun and the humidity. And I am not looking forward to the swamp ass I'm about to feel in about a few hours.
Stay cool. Look after your pets. Make sure they're not overheated.
There you go.
I mean, I know when it gets too hot out, when Wally doesn't even want to get off the couch. I'm like, hey, you want to go? You want to throw the ball around in the yard? No, it's too hot. It's too hot. He just stays inside. He knows. He's got the air conditioning. He's not going to leave.
Wally he is a wonderful dog.
He's a very lovable animal. He's he's very friendly. He doesn't never snapped at anybody. Never
He's so sweet.
Yeah.
And he's a little overweight, so I like him.
Oh, he's on Blue Buffalo now.
You're feeding him buffalo?
Blue Buffalo. He needed the money.
Hey! He's lost some weight. He was looking like a sausage over the winter, but now he's getting down.
You got to trim him down because the hips on the labs.
Yeah.
Plus, he's carrying a lot of weight in the front anyway, and it's has nothing to do with his gut.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? He's going to drag that thing around with him all day long.
That monster.
He is a gifted dog. That's why he doesn't want to get off the couch. He's got to lug that thing over his shoulder like he's moving
like
carpet.
a continental soldier.
Yeah. Well, he's just like his dad. He likes to sit around and lays around and eat snacks all day.
No, he's actually nothing like his dad.
How do you know?
Yeah, I don't see you lugging anything over your shoulder when you come out of
like a strap right over the top.
On Friday we're doing I always say Papa Bob, Uncle Larry, Papa Bob, Jacob's Ladder
Tavern, yeah.
So if we go together, I don't know, what your plans are, but if we do go together, I'm planning on bringing Wally some kind of offering.
Oh,
like a
like
treat
that.
of some sort.
He'll absolutely love that.
Yeah, he's the best.
Well, there you go.
He'll take anything.
We have, oh my God, look at the time.
Oh my God.
We got news next to Rock 102. 7:32 with Bax and Nagle and Rock 102. It's time for news. Here's local radio icon Steve Nagle.
Thanks, Bax. A search is underway in Munson for a missing teenager. Yesterday morning, the Munson Fire Department stated that they are searching for a missing 16-year-old boy in the area of Moulton Hill and Childs Roads. He was last seen walking towards Connecticut with two dogs, a boxer and a pug. The boy is described as bald. The public is being asked not to help in the search for the missing person, as they have a Massachusetts State Police canine assisting. If you do see someone matching his description, you are asked to call 911.
We talked about this earlier this morning. I know the family. I know the boy. I mean, he's a sweet kid, and you just wish for the best and that he's found soon, because it's an awful situation for the family and for him too. Terrible.
I woke up to pee in the middle of the night and saw your post and shared it.
Yeah,
and I woke up in the morning to get ready to come in here, and one of my buddies from high school, really nice kid that I went to high school with, Steve DeSilva, he was like, hey, this is my cousin. So it sounds like they're a wonderful family. So prayers that he gets home safe.
Extreme heat could pose a real risk to families and pets across our area, and you need a plan before you head out the door.
My plan is to drink hot coffee all day, maybe exert myself physically, and then maybe have a hot dinner outside.
Oh, yeah, a nice bowl of soup.
Yes, a stew, perhaps.
And very thick soup.
Very thick.
Did you more,
cream of broccoli.
Something with a high lactose content in it.
The heat is already being felt at Sazat Park in Chicopee for some time, and that means making sure their four-legged friends can handle it.
I think it's just Zot.
I think it's Sazat.
No,
No,
it's Zot.
No, that's where the Sazat sisters are from. You ever have the Sazat sisters? You ever see them hanging out there?
Believe it or not, in Chicopee,
There's no grass on the field. It's Sazat Sister Park.
Well, they worn it down.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm
You can
saying.
see, yeah, the shrubbery that's down there.
I am mortified right now because there is my friend that I worked in the Motel 6 with in high school. Her last name was Czot.
Oh,
Yes.
she have a sister.
Okay, all right. But Zot is named after Frank Zot. He was a legendary soldier from Chicopee. Zot.
Now, don't you feel silly?
Yes, use it in a sentence, Steve. Zot.
I'm just being silly with the names. Can I just be silly with the names? Can we just do this? Can we make this part of the bit?
Don't you mess with Chicopee on my watch.
I'm
buddy.
sure Frank was a lovely man, and I'm sure that he was an American hero. I'm not dismissing that at all. I'm just, having a little fun with the news. You're supposed to be fun. This is supposed to be fun. This isn't supposed to be serious. This is fake news for the most part.
Well, I mean, we've had some real stories already, but still. To Zot.
Zazat.
Zot.
Springfield resident Natalie Espinino says her dog Yuki is already feeling the sting, but she has a plan to keep her comfortable. I have to do grooming once every month or every 2 months, depending on the weather, to make it more comfortable. But it's hard, for dogs. It's very difficult for the dogs. Yeah, do you have to shave the dog down? Is that what you should do?
If you got a big hairy dog.
But every dog, like even Wally, who doesn't seem like he would shed a lot, sheds a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
But
do I
if you have
shave
like
him?
an English sheepdog,
Yeah.
you got to shave it down.
All the way?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, you like that?
What about leaving a little patch right at the top of his head? He's a Brazilian schnauzer is what he is.
Just a little Dorito chip on top of his head, if you will.
Now, is that
The Hermuda triangle.
when you say Brazilian? Are you talking about the breed, or is that what it costs to shave them down?
That's how much it costs. $1 Brazilian. There were so many jokes in that one 10-second thing that we had there.
You can also take your dog to get laser hair removal. I don't know if you know.
Really? I should bring her up to Amherst Laser and LASIK Center.
Yeah.
There you go. She's not the only one taking this seriously. Kathy Zimmerman from East Longmeadow is taking extra precautions during her daily walks and has plans to leave the area entirely to find some relief. We're staying hydrated. We're wearing long sleeves to protect our skins and a little bit of sunscreen and basically trying to stay in shady areas when walking. Zimmerman said she's heading to the Cape later this week to get near the water where it's cooler.
I was going to say, what shady parts of East Longmeadow is she going to?
Yeah, but isn't the beaches closed?
Well, I mean, it depends what beach you're
Cape
talking
Cod.
about. Cape Cod is okay.
Yeah.
Rhode Island beaches are fine.
Yeah.
If you go North Shore, that's when you're going to get a little bit of free flow.
I mean, if I could give people advice, it would be this: leave your dog in air conditioning, and probably don't take it anywhere in the car this week, because this is like when the people do the stupid thing and they forget the dog in the car, and then you got to smash the window and pull the dog out and everything else. Don't do that. Leave your dog home in the air conditioning
All day long.
Yeah.
Leave it running.
Yeah.
Just leave it running.
Because, I mean, it's so inconvenient to get, auto glass repaired. It's the worst part. I mean, insurance will cover it, of course, but nevertheless, it's inconvenient.
I don't turn the AC on to like the iciest cold. It really just needs to be dry, taking the humidity out of the air. So I set it to like 73, 74. It's okay because it still
What, are you
takes.
cooling the whole town down?
Yeah, you're a monster.
What do you mean?
What's relaxing about 73? If you're going to have it on, man, make it like 66, 65.
Yeah.
No, as long as you take the humidity out of the air, which those mini split things do.
I like it so cold you could hang sides of beef in your living room. That's
Right.
how cold I like it.
I like to be on my couch with 2 blankets over me because the AC is too cold.
You can afford to run the. I guess Chicopee is
Chicopee
a little bit
Electric,
better.
baby.
Yeah, they got better utilities.
Yeah.
I got a small house too, so it's like, costs like peanuts to air condition my house.
Yeah, well, it's not that cheap to run an air conditioner.
Well, you're
24
out there in Huntington. They got
Well, they got the hamster wheel going on there to get the power going.
And you got that big farmstead that you got. You got to cool down all that square footage.
All the cows, all the baby cows that are ready to be eaten soon. Yeah.
And your veal farm.
I just showed him 2 deer that were running across my yard yesterday, and he's like, "Did you get the knife and fork out?"
Well, you remember, need I remind you, he was the one who said that him and his brother go out and eat roadkill?
I don't. First of all, you totally misconstrued what I said. Sure. I said it has happened.
Okay,
where a deer has been hit, and he has taken the deer. I have never done that.
But you said you ate it.
Well, yeah, because it was all processed and stuff. I didn't have to. I said I didn't have to watch the process.
It was immediately butchered and probably delicious.
I like it. It was processed. What was the process? Running over it with an 18-wheeler tire?
You bring it to a person who is a butcher certified in handling game meat.
Actually, the real process is then to pop the thing in reverse and make sure you got him down.
Yeah. He lifts his head up. Oh, please, no.
You're a terrible person.
Did you ever see the movie The Toxic Avenger?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like that. Yeah,
that's right.
They were taking marks of who they were hitting on the road. I mean, granted, it was humans in that movie, but the deer, it's the same concept.
Do they take the tire track out of the deer when they process it? Is that considered processing?
No, that's what makes it so delicious.
That's the part.
Ooh, good year.
It was a very good year. Michelin star.
Terrible. You're terrible.
Michelin. Yeah, you're eating at the Michelin star restaurant.
Or Michelin radials, whatever.
Do you know that's really a tire thing, the Michelin star?
It is. They did that many years ago because they were trying to get people to drive to restaurants, and they thought, well, what a great way of we're going to be the early Yelp review.
Yeah.
And that wound up being like a real thing.
A place that specializes in rubber material.
They are the ones who are distributing the Michelin stars.
They're the leading experts on fine dining in the world.
The tire people.
The tire people.
Yeah. No, Roger down at Route 10 Tire, he just recommended a couple of good hot dog places the other day.
Yeah.
I know. I think he knows what he's talking about.
They're great, by the way. I won at the Rick's Place fundraiser.
Yeah.
I won some gift certificate for tires. I went down there. They threw 4 tires on my car, breakneck speed. I literally said, "Are you sure you put them on?" He said, "We did. We couldn't align your car because you bent your tie rod, so you got to get your tie rod, and then you come back and get the alignment or whatever." But they were awesome. I was in and out of there 10 minutes.
Yeah?
Get out of here.
Swear
10
to God.
minutes?
Swear to God.
Yeah.
Great.
I got mine, a new set of sneakers on my Swagger Wagon not too long ago.
Yeah.
And they took care of that. Great prices on the stuff, and I was in and out.
The exact opposite experience you have when you go to like a chain, like a big chain. I'm not going to say some. But if you go to a big chain sometimes, you get stuck there for 4 hours sitting there waiting. All you're doing is inhaling tire smell, everything. They got a nice waiting room. They got chargers for your phone.
Wow.
I was making myself comfortable.
That's fancy. But
Yeah.
you're out of there in 10 minutes.
In 10 minutes, I plugged my phone in, and then they were like, you're all set.
You didn't even have a chance to get 1% on your phone.
Yeah, it was like that fast,
Yeah,
really.
That's the way it goes down at the Route 10 Tire.
It's a nice new place, really clean. People are great.
I can never forget. I never remember which street that's on.
I think it's Route 10.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Pretty sure. The question is that 10202 or is it just Route 10?
I believe it's both.
10202?
Yeah.
There just wasn't enough room in the sign to include the 202.
Route
And
10,
besides,
202,
how
10.
weird would that sound? Route 10 and 202 Tire.
Yeah,
You're
right.
adding an extra number.
Yeah.
You just got to keep it Route 10. He knows what he's doing down there.
Oh, he's a smart businessman.
4 men were charged in a scheme to steal hundreds of thousands of dollars from ATMs across Connecticut. The suspects were identified as Euclides Moreno of Raleigh, North Carolina, William Flores of the Bronx, Alberto Arvila of Queens, and 38-year-old Luis Freitas of Lynn. U.S. Attorney for the District of Connecticut said David X. Sullivan, along with FBI, announced the federal charges on Monday. The suspects were arrested on June 25th, and we're just hearing about it now. The state prosecutors described this crime as jackpotting, in which the suspects stole from at least 9 ATMs. 9 ATMs? I don't remember stealing from 9 ATMs.
I only did 6.
Jackpotting often involves using specialized hardware and malware that forces ATMs to dispense its stored cash. They said from August 8th of 2025 to August 18th of 2025, the men stole $529,000 from ATMs in Milford and Ansonia and at the I-95 rest stops in Fairfield, Brantford, Madison, and Darien. Surveillance video shows that while one acted as a lookout, the other opened the hood of the ATM, accessed the internal components of the ATM, and then left the area. Over the course of several hours, they all then took turns withdrawing cash from the ATM. The defendants sometimes changed clothes in an attempt to avoid suspicion when approaching the same ATM multiple times. That's pretty elaborate.
No kidding.
What a good angle. It's like robbing a bank without having to put a gun in someone's face or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a harmless crime.
I didn't say it's harmless, but I'm saying if you had to choose, gun in someone's face or putting your little ATM card in and scramble the thing up and it spits out money like crazy.
I wouldn't say it's completely harmless. I mean, if you're the guy,
Yeah.
waiting in line at the ATM,
That's true.
and this guy's trying to squeeze all the money out of it, then you're a victim.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it is not a victimless crime.
Well,
I don't know.
It definitely hurts the banks, which then probably pass the cost on to the consumer.
Well, of course, that's what
Right.
you're supposed to do.
Right. Well, I don't know if you're supposed to, but
All those fees you pay.
That's right. That fee is to prevent something like this from happening, and when it does happen, they're covered because they've been charging you fees forever.
You want to pay less fees when you're out somewhere?
Sure.
Stop by a dispensary.
A dispensary.
A dispensary has the cheapest bank ATM fees.
because they have to be cash.
Yeah. So the enticement to get people to go get the, you're talking maybe $2 to $2.50 versus $3.50, $4, depending on where you go somewhere else. Follow me for more tricks and tips.
This weekend I was down at Mohegan all weekend, doing the shows.
Yeah.
And I had to take money out of an ATM. It was $7.95.
That's ridiculous.
That's outrageous.
But
I
but that's like any casino where you're going to pay that much.
But I only needed like $40. But then I was like, well, I'm not just taking $40 out because then I'm 25% of it's going in a fee. They know you. They got you.
Years ago, I was in a strip club down in Tampa.
Whoa. Mons Venus?
Like 20 years ago.
Mons Venus?
Huh?
Was it Mons Venus?
I don't know what it was. It was in a shopping plaza, so I don't think it was any great shakes.
The shopping plaza strip club.
And $20 for the that was back then. That was way back.
$20?
$20, and people were doing it. But you think about it.
Like another ATM out in the parking lot?
I don't think that it was kind of like in a weird. It wasn't in the city of Tampa. It was like kind of like on the outskirts, so it wasn't accessible to get somewhere else.
Yeah, but I mean,
quickly. But
a little planning on your part, you wouldn't have had to go to an ATM inside the strip club.
they got you by the short and curlers when you're in there.
Would you like to buy the lady a drink for $70?
$20 ATM fees. We got the lowest of all the strip clubs in the area.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was going to wrap it up here. It's going to be extreme heat warning expected in the area after 10 a.m. Muggy and a high of 93 today. Could see some thunderstorms this afternoon. Tomorrow, more of the same with a high of 99. It is 72 right now in downtown Springfield. I'm Steve Nagle, and that's the news on Rock 102. Oh, yeah. It is 74. It's already went up 2 degrees in the last 5 minutes.
You can feel it already.
Yeah.
$20 dinner and a comedy show tomorrow night at the Shortstop. Marty Caproni is in the studio to talk about all of that.
Well, listen, I know it's last week we didn't have the show last week. We were off last week. This week we have, and this is why I'm saying it's great. Not only is it air conditioned, but you don't have to cook. You know what I mean? No one wants to fire up your stove.
Nobody wants that.
Especially if you're a serial killer like Steve, who keeps his house at 73 instead of 65. Sorry, Steve.
Go on.
No offense.
Yeah. But so we have Italian sausage, peppers, and onions. I think Steve said maybe rice with that, and then they always have salad and rolls and everything. So you get a complete meal for $20, and you're gonna have a heck of a comedy show. We got Don Zolo's bringing a comedian in from Boston. We got a kid who's newer that Steve knows, right? He's
Brian Brothers, his name is. He's coming to the show tonight. And,
Great comedy name.
He'll be doing. Yeah, he's going to be doing 5 minutes. He actually won third place in the Mohegan contest a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Well, that's great.
yeah. So he's going to be there tonight.
Very cool.
Not tonight.
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. I'm sorry. Tomorrow night.
He may
at
be
the
there
Short
tonight
Side.
just to get the lay of the land, to look at the room.
Well, you got to
kinda-
check it out.
Oh, yeah, you gotta.
Acoustics down.
You want to
all
be
that
there
stuff.
early for the
Yeah.
gig, day in advance. But yeah, so it's going to be great. Air conditioned dinner, $20. I mean, how can you go wrong? So get your tickets now. You can go on Steve's. And by the way, people who don't have Venmo and they can't figure out how to scan a QR code or whatever, all you got to do is message Steve or I and say, "Hey, I'm coming with 5 people," and you'll get the reserve price instead of paying the extra $5 at the door.
Yeah, that's the way it goes, man. Save yourself some money.
Yeah. And then Friday, we've got, I like to call it Uncle Larry, Papa Bob, Jacob's Ladder Tavern, because it's
Right on Route 20 in Biquette.
and Biquette. So we have,
Bucket.
yeah, so we have that show. Steve and I did it last month. Steve closed. We got a couple of comics coming out, and then this month I'm going to close it out. So that'll be fun, right?
Yeah, it'll be a good time.
Awesome.
We already got tickets being sold for that, too.
Yep.
So.
And then, and here's one. The Agawam Cinemas people,
Yeah.
we're back for July 17th. Pulled out the big guns, and we have Mike Hanley coming in.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
So-
Nice.
He's great.
He's unbelievable. So he might even do like a call-in for us, like the week of the show.
Well, that would be great. That'd
Yeah.
be fun.
He's
Yeah,
very, very
Mike
funny.
Hanley's a top-notch dude. I've always loved watching him.
He's unbelievable. He is. That one, and the tickets are on the website for that. And all you got to do is click the little buttons to highlight the show time and everything. So
All right, very good.
Yeah.
It's 7:58 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102. To Springfield's Classic Rock, 812 and AC/DC with Bax and Nagle and Marty on Rock 102.
extreme heat.
That's what we're going to experience the next couple of days. Extreme heat warning is going to be in effect at 10 o'clock this morning. Going all the way till Friday night, 93 for a high today, 99 tomorrow, 96 on Friday. It's 74 in downtown Springfield.
I mean, depending on what you're looking at, they're even calling well over 100 degrees, and some parts of the country are like 110, and it's and not the deserts of like Nevada or anything like that.
No, I saw a chart that shows July heat, and it had our part of the thing, and it said up to 110 on the chart with like a scorching red thing.
It's the heat dome.
All right.
We're in a heat dome.
Couple of things here. Since we're talking about the heat right now, please, please, please stop saying that double-coated dogs need to be shaved. They don't. And when they are shaved, it actually ruins the coat. If the undercoat is removed properly, the longer hair outer coat helps regulate the dog's temperature.
I had a next-door neighbor as a kid that had an Afghan hound. You seen an Afghan hound?
Yes.
Beautiful coat, flowing.
You could
a
make
lot
a
of
wig out
maintenance.
of it.
You could make a wig out of it. Absolutely, dumb as a stump, but a beautiful dog. Every other summer, they didn't do it every year, they shaved him down. And that dog was embarrassed to leave the house.
Really?
Like he knew, this is not right. What
look like
do
a
these people do to me? I'm a hairy dog. I should not be a bald dog. It was embarrassing. Dogs know when they're being humiliated. Like my dog right now has got a cone in his head. Had to have for 2 weeks because he's been gnawing on all the hot spots and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
2 weeks in a cone. He's totally humiliated.
If I could reach that far, I would gnaw on the hot spots.
I would too.
Yeah.
I know exactly where the hot spots are too.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm talking about. By the way, another person wrote in on a serious note, never shave dogs. It helps insulate them and keep them cooler in the summer.
All right, guys. Okay, I'm not always batting 100. All right, I'm just saying.
Oh, no.
I had a Cocker Spaniel for like 17 years. They have a big coat and hair and everything, and I groom it like crazy in the summertime because it got really hot really fast with them big floppy ears and
Oh yeah.
So whatever. I guess. How about this? talk to your vet, consult your vet, and then if it's okay to shave your dog, shave your dog. I guess we should also say that we were joking when we said you should do laser hair removal on your dog, and you should wax your dog, and you should shave a Dorito chip in on your dog's head or a bikini strip on your dog's forehead. I guess we should probably let people know that too.
You don't want the hair muta triangle on your dog?
Every time you pet it, you're like...
Also, talking about the deer, we were talking about the roadkill, eating the roadkill. Somebody said, where is it? Oh, after hitting the deer, the driver Google to search how long do deer survive in the snow. I was like, I don't know. Maybe that deer, what'd you say back there?
You need to check the balloon knot.
Yeah. Well, there was a Mass State Trooper on the scene. Oh, he had a leaky balloon knot.
Is that a medical term?
I don't know, but Turtle Boy's been very busy this week.
Yeah. So I believe the deer was at the waterfall bar all night long. He had 9 Tito's. Also, in Chicopee.
This is exciting.
Weekend. Yep. Oh, my God. I am signing up for this. Fruit Fair. Your nice little favorite local supermarket.
My jam.
90th anniversary they're celebrating, right?
There we go.
The Hot Dog Eating Championship.
Yes.
Think you have what it takes to become Fruit Fair's first ever hot dog eating champ? Join us as we celebrate 90 amazing years of serving our community with a morning full of food, fun, live music, giveaways, and exciting hot dog eating championship. It's this Saturday, July 4th, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. in the Fruit Fair parking lot. Registration is required. Spots are limited. First come, first served.
Whew, I am tempted, buddy, if you want to pull the trigger.
I think I might fill out this little entry form and see if we can, how many wieners can I get down my throat on a Saturday morning in Chicopee.
I'm sorry that I'll be missing this. I would love to be participating in a hot dog eating contest with you two dudes.
What do you mean? What's that supposed to mean? You're better
because you don't put in a hot dog eating contest. They don't put condiments on the hot dogs.
I will. I'm going to run a strip of ketchup down every hot dog.
That is going to slow you down. There's no way you can win with that kind of strategy.
Don't they dip the buns in the water?
That was the Kobayashi technique. Joey Chestnut, he just plows it right down.
Yeah,
great American hero, that Joey Chestnut.
He is.
I might just do it just to do it, but not to overstuff myself. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to be a hot dog eating champion.
How do you know that? Now with that attitude, you got to have a champion's mindset, buddy.
Because we were talking off the air. There's these guys that come in. They're like little sniper. It's like people going to a 5K race. You're going I'm going to the 5K race. I've got my time down to 26 minutes. And then all of a sudden, this group of people come in and they beat you by 18. They're 18 minutes, and they win the prize money.
That's like my daughter. She's one of them. She's like running backwards across the finish line. You're like, all right, you're just showing off.
Yeah. Doing the moonwalk and everything.
A lot of these things are technique driven. Like that whole Kobayashi thing with dipping it in the water. I mean, as gross as that sounds, he's not chewing down on the bread. The bread is liquefied at that point. He's just knocking down hot dogs.
We should combine news stories and dip the hot dogs in river water.
Oh, yeah.
Now you're talking about some fireworks.
And you know what? You don't have to worry about expelling that because it's going to eventually come out the other end.
Listen, right across the street from the Fruit Fair is the Chicopee River, and that empties right into the Connecticut River, so you can just cut out the middleman.
And, they are calling for potential showers and thunderstorms, so it could be a very active weekend.
Yes, very active weekend.
But, we used to do contests at EB's, like the wing eating contest.
I would do that. I like EB's wings.
They're delicious.
They're delicious.
But, when we used to do these contests, a lot of places are kind of hesitant to do these anymore for whatever reasons. It might not be safe to have people been chowing down on, There was a guy who had this most brilliant technique for wing eating that I'd ever seen. He was untouchable. No one could beat him.
The flats, did he do the switch on the flats and you just pull them out?
Nope, not at all. He would grab a wing, drums or flats, and then shove them straight down into the pan. So all the meat would go up to the top of the bone.
Perfect.
And he just chop it right off.
Suck it right off. Right?
Yeah, so rather than go around like he's eating like a small cob of corn, he'd push all the meat to the end of the bone and pop. And I
respect it.
It was brilliant. Yeah. Absolutely brilliant technique. And I saw the guy win like 5 or 6 contests doing exactly that because you got all these people just, you a little nibbling on the chin. You're not going to win a contest like that. Do it like a man. There's got to be some violence involved in it.
Here's the waiver. Participation is entirely voluntary and at my own risk. I certify I'm participating in the appropriate division and that I am physically capable of participating in this event. If I am under 18 years of age, apparently, whatever. I affirm that I do not have any medical condition, food allergy, dietary restriction, swallowing disorder, heart condition, digestive condition, or other health concern that would make participation unsafe.
Oh, they just suck the fun out of all that.
I understand that competitive eating may involve risks, including but not limited to choking, nausea, vomiting, allergic reactions, digestive discomfort, dehydration, physical injury, and other medical complications.
And
Sign me up.
And there's some bad stuff, too.
Yeah.
It's the rest of that commercial. Heartburn, diarrhea. Yeah. Like it's pharmaceutical.
It was what is it? It's Pepto, right? Pepto-Bismol.
We should do it where you read that disclosure, and then I have like a toy gun off. You just see my hand with it to your head while you're eating the hot dogs, and you're just crying.
Stop!
Don't you stop! Don't you quit!
Yeah. I got no place else to go.
I'll show you swallowing disorder.
Yeah. It's like the deer hunter of hot dog eating contest.
Yeah.
Dizzy Bow! Dizzy Bow!
I would think that would be very entertaining.
Mow! Mow! No, I can't do it.
I know.
How did we get here?
I don't know. I can't participate. In spite of my size and everything, I have a limit.
Well,
believe it or not, I think my metabolism is so bad that when you think about when you actually see how much I can pack down, it's not nearly as what you might think.
See, that's the thing. Like I would go to make content for this thing. I wouldn't. There would be no way in hell that I'd be trying to shove. Because what do you think the record is?
Now
what is the world record
Joey
is
Chestnut's
like 70.
like almost 78, 79.
Yeah, I'm not going. I'm not going to make myself sick.
What are you, a born loser?
Yes, I am.
You don't have that competitive fire in you?
Oh, mister, I got to look at a menu before I decide what I need to get to make sure it doesn't irritate me.
Well, that's eating for pleasure. This is eating for competition.
Yeah, I don't know if I really want to... Wow, look at the maggots on that meat.
Yeah, I know. That's Did they buy this meat in a parking lot?
I know somebody who sold meat in a parking lot once.
I wonder what kind of hot dogs they are.
Huh?
I wonder what kind of hot dogs they are.
I'm going to bet listen, and this goes out to Fruit Fair, I would hope they're Blue Seal.
Maybe they are. I've said this before. I'll go down that TikTok rabbit hole of watching, these food eating contests or YouTube. There's just some like, Molly Schuyler is?
Molly Schuyler.
Or Schuler, I think. She is like thin as a rail. Tiny woman who is like one of the most amazing, food champions. And not in the contest, but she'll go to like all these food challenges, like restaurants, like get the old 96er, and she'll finish it. She'll pack it down. And she's won thousands of dollars doing it this way.
Skinny people do better in food eating contests because when you're, say, like me right now, I've got a big pile of fat over my stomach, so it restricts.
I thought that was mostly protective.
Yeah, well, it's also, it's for safety. But I have this big thing of fat over my stomach, and so that restricts how much you can actually eat.
Yeah.
When you see someone rail thin, you could stuff food in that stomach, it'll just keep growing.
Yeah, all the big ones, all the big competitive eaters are pretty thin.
Somebody suggests on the Route 10 Tire Listen Line, imagine if it's the Home Wrecker hot dogs. Now that would be a competition.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's a 2-pound hot dog.
Yeah. We already had Lynn Clark and Chicopee be the champion of those things. We don't need another champion of that.
Soon.
What are you talking about?
Too soon.
Not soon enough.
It's 8:24 on Rock 102. Tractor Supply. It's 8:26 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Kind of like how they have Hank Hill doing the commercials for Tractor Supply. Propane and propane accessories.
Hey, this week on Baxy's Musical Podcast, my guest is two-time Emmy winner Kira Ressler, the former bass player for the band Black Flag. She won Emmys for her work in sound production and sound editing for the John Adams miniseries, also Game of Thrones. She won an Oscar for Mad Max Fury Road. She's got a brand new solo record coming out on the 10th of July called Enigma. This is her second solo record. Just an amazing woman, a fascinating story, and you can check that out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and on the app. Brought to you by Metro Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram in Chicopee, and Rock 102 Springfield's Classic Rock.
We got we got news coming up. We also got folks from the Italian club.
Oh, nice.
What is that one called in the South
Which
End?
one?
The one in South End of Springfield. You went to it last year.
I went to the Italian Fest. Are they doing the Italian
They're
Fest?
doing the
again this year?
Italian. And Chris DeMoro is going to be in here within about 15 minutes.
How you guys doing? Hey, my
yo,
people, what's going on? How are you? Hey,
what's
Paisan.
going on?
They're going to have the greased pole.
Listen. Forget about it.
Hey, a
Ma-
grease pole doesn't make you gay.
No, it does not at all.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's coming up later on this morning. That'll be good.
Shoving a home wreck a hot dog in your mouth. Now, that's another story.
Ah, you're talking.
Yeah, booyah.
It's 8:28 News is next to Rock 102.
Thanks, Bax. A search is underway in Munson for a missing teenager yesterday morning. The Munson Fire Department stated that they were searching for a missing 16-year-old boy in the area of Moulton Hill and Childs Roads. He was last seen walking towards Connecticut with 2 dogs, a boxer, and a pug. The boy is described as bald. The public is being asked not to help in the search for the missing person, as they have the Massachusetts State Police canines assisting. If you've seen someone matching his description, you are asked to call 911. Let's see. What else we got here? I lost my spot here.
You're right there.
This one's going to get you at the heartstrings there, Marty. You ready?
Okay.
Someone put a 13-week-old puppy in a plastic bag and dumped him in the trash in East Windsor. East Windsor police say they opened a criminal investigation after the puppy, named Oscar by officers, was found abandoned on Saturday. Police said Oscar was immediately taken to an emergency vet hospital. He suffered significant injuries and required eye surgery as possible additional surgery on one of his legs. After consulting with the veterinary staff, the decision was made to do everything possible to save Oscar's life. Medical expenses were to exceed $5,000, but surgery was said to have gone well. As of Monday, he was in the process of a 6-week medically fostered period to aid in his recovery, and he's the cutest little thing. And I don't know how any person can be such a scumbag and do that to a dog. Like, give it to a shelter. Give it. If you don't want the dog, somebody will take it.
Whoever did that, see, this is where I have problems with the laws. Whoever did that should be beaten senseless and stuffed in a bag themselves. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, Marty, we don't live in an eye-for-eye society. We're better than that.
Yes.
I think we should instead subject this person to a whole host of ridicule and sarcasm.
Sure.
I had friends years ago that had a dog. It was a pit bull that was a puppy. Some scumbag put him in a bag and put him on the railroad tracks, like in Chicopee somewhere.
Come on.
And then they were found. Luckily, they were found, and all the dogs got adopted. But like, what kind of monster you gotta be to just give the dog up?
Yeah, if you can't surrender the animal, if you can't, there are people out there that will give it a good home. My dog, he was on the streets of San Antonio, Texas, living on his own, 5 weeks old as a puppy. He somehow managed to survive, and now look, he's got a wonderful life in Chicopee in air conditioning. 65 degrees, air conditioning in an air-conditioned house, because some people did the right thing and helped them. Why do you got to do that?
I don't know. I mean, we all have dogs. We all love our dogs. Yeah, I just don't get it.
Inmates took control of a jail for several hours after overpowering correctional staff in North Carolina. Attica 2, Electric Boogaloo. The North Carolina State Bureau of Investigation said 88 inmates and 3 guards were inside the Bertie Martin Regional Detention Center when the takeover began around 5 a.m. on Monday. One of the guards escaped shortly after being held hostage. The other 2 guards were later released along with 18 inmates after successful negotiations. Just before 2 p.m., authorities say they cleared the facility. All inmates were accounted for and the takeover was over. Details on how the inmates overran the guards have not been released. I'm actually surprised that doesn't happen more often when you're outnumbered by, you get 5,000 inmates in a facility, and I know they're all separated by different divisions and stuff, but you would think that it would be, especially the ones that don't have any, they're going to be in jail forever.
Yeah.
This is a state prison. It's not like a 2-year facility kind of thing.
Yeah, but it takes some planning, I think, to overthrow a facility where you're not armed and everyone else is,
I guess so. I just I would think it would happen like, you know what, we got nothing to lose.
I like that its name was Bertie Martin because it just makes me feel like that's who I am if I go over Hawkman's house. Tweet, 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 tweet.
I'm pretty sure that in most cases the criminal justice system has some protocols, some plans to make sure that these things don't happen.
Yeah.
I don't know how we do it locally, but I would think that if you started a little dust up in the prison system, in the penal system, you're going to be spending some time in the cooler, which is where you belong, away from the general population, talking to yourself for days at a time with nothing going on in a darkened room, cold and dank. Is that what you want to do? Is that why you want to start causing little problems? Is that why you want to all of a sudden overtake the guards who are not only trying to keep things safe and peaceful, but the ones that may be keeping you alive from being rolled or gang assaulted? Is that what you want to do while you're in? I wouldn't think so.
You're taking this harder than I took the puppy in the back.
I'm more interested to hear about this system.
Tell me about this penile system.
Penal system? Well,
is it a big system or a little system, or is it just
well,
right?
there's someone who's at the head of the system, and there are some who are in the lower parts of the system. And
does anybody get the shaft in the penal system?
Well, sometimes you do get the shaft, and you got to be very mindful of what you're doing in certain places in prison. Like you might want to kick the soap across the hall.
You got to have some real balls to deny that penal system.
You're damn right, Steve.
Fight the penal system.
That's it. There's no way to beat the penal system.
Now, is there a vast difference between the penal system and the other?
I don't know, but I know when you're first let into your cell, you are asked to sit prostrate. One of the three.
One of those.
Whichever one.
Yeah.
This is in an unrelated note. Tell everyone out there to make sure you shave your pants.
That's right.
Have you ever navigated the penal system in Yarmouth before?
No, I have not.
I did some time up in Athol.
Yeah, I
really?
bet you did. Yeah.
I try not to be involved in the penal system in Yarmouth. I usually tend to stay at the Camelot Inn.
Oh, in Yarmouth?
Yes.
Oh, you've been
right.
there. I've been there. What about the? Have you ever dealt with the penal system down in Mianus, Connecticut?
What are we, 12?
We are.
You know who's got the best penal system?
Who?
Coxsackie, New York.
I bet they do.
That's like our little callback we have here on the show. We just do that whole thing.
Miss a day, miss a lot.
Yeah.
You don't want to do hard time. You know what I'm saying?
Don't even get me going about Mashpee. That's the kinky penal system.
Now, is that the one near Lake Placid? I mean, Placid.
Placid. Yeah, I believe that's a lot of wetness up there.
I bet there is, yes.
There's a mysterious outbreak of diarrhea-related illnesses happening in the U.S. right now, and New York is being hit the hardest. The CDC&P is the number 2 at the CDC&P is trying to determine the source of a outbreak that has seen 145 reported cases across the country since the beginning of May. Which is a disease that causes watery diarrhea and overall gastrointestinal discomfort, is caused by several species of the microscopic parasite according to the CDC&P. The official report states that all 145 cases came after eating food, and no patients had been traveling during the 2 weeks before becoming ill. Ages range from 5 to 86 years old, with an average age of 42.
Wow.
So it spans all age groups. The 20 people were hospitalized. No deaths have been reported. Anywhere between 31 and 80 people have been sickened by in New York since the outbreak began. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Really?
You just figured that out?
Yeah.
Well, when the weather gets like this, they say you worry about a brownout.
A brownout?
Yes.
Have you ever had a brownout before?
Not in that part of the state.
I've got a buddy.
There have been 45 cases acquired outside of the U.S. after drinking water or eating food within the 14-day travel window, according to the CDC. Investigators are still trying to pin down potential sources. The bacteria typically spreads through consumption of food or drink that is contaminated with
So where is it?
feces. That's the word I wanted to use.
This
has been a remarkably classy newscast.
Yeah, this. Remember when I lectured him and he got mad? Remember when I said, when I come in, can you give me some funny news stories because they're all death, destruction? This is like the gross version of the violent newscast.
Old habits die hard. Oh, my God, look at the time. It is going to be extreme heat warning. After 10 o'clock this morning, a high of 93. Could see some thunderstorms this afternoon. Tomorrow, even hotter with a high of 99. It is 74 right now in downtown Springfield. I'm Steve Nagle, and that's the news on Rock 102. Oh, yeah.
102 Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 8:48 and Soundgarden with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Who wants to ride the greasy bull? I do.
Hard to believe it's around again. The 129th annual Our Lady of Mount Carmel Italian Feast is coming up July 9th. In the studio with us is Chris Tomorrow and Sal Sarcosta. Good to see you guys.
Hey, great to see you. Buongiorno, Steve.
Hey, how you doing?
It's Nagali and Baxi. Good morning.
You brought this back last year after it had been kind of dormant for a little while. And I want to be a tremendous success. I would imagine this year's going to be even better. Tell us about what's going on.
Yeah, well, so this year, last year we had over 17,000 people show up, and so this year we added another day. So we're starting on Friday rather than Saturday. So it's going to be Friday, July 10th, 11th, and 12th, and we're adding a lot of new fun stuff to it this year.
Shut down Main Street this year, too. We had so
yeah.
many people on Winthrop that we had to almost triple our campus this year. So plenty of room to walk around all down Main Street. And Sal, we just had the green, white, and red lines painted right down Main Street in Winthrop. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm sure I pissed off a lot of people about that, but, makes it look nice.
Sometimes the South End needs a little bit more fluffing up.
There you go. I like that.
We could use some fluff.
Yeah, you could use the fluff.
Guys, we're just so happy to be here. I mean, you're always so generous in giving us time to promote our events, and this thing is really important to us. We've been working very hard. We have over 200 volunteers working for this event. We appreciate all of them. Without their help, we wouldn't be putting on this community thing. So this is great stuff. We're excited to be here. Can't wait to tell you about all the stuff.
I went last year with the whole family. We went down. There was 7 or 8 of us and had the best time. The food was awesome. The contest that Mayor Dom hosted was amazing. He was doing time like a comedian. He was up there. We had to almost give him the hook. He was up there for 45 minutes.
He's a funny guy.
He's super funny. He did a great job. And I was telling everyone, for some reason I felt like, oh, maybe it was September, and I can't believe it's been a year since it's done, and you guys you've grown it, to something even bigger than it was last year. Because last year I thought it was fantastic.
Everything's bigger this year. The grease pole itself is, 15 feet higher this year? It's up to 40 feet?
Yeah, it was first time bringing the grease pole back. Actually, New York asked us for some advice how to do a grease pole, St. Gennaro's feast. So I said, but they told me, they said, I know we in New York, we have the greatest feast. I'm like, well, apparently not, because you're asking us for advice.
Right. But, and listen, we're all men here. I mean, sometimes the bigger the pole, the better. I mean, I think we can all say that, right? Isn't that the case?
Greased up.
Size does matter, and Italians have a reputation to keep up.
What exactly?
Okay, Salvi. All right. Okay.
This really did take a turn, didn't it?
All right.
Okay.
Out of you.
It's a morning show.
What? It was a morning show. What exactly is the grease that they use on the pole?
We use axle grease.
Yeah, last year we used lard, and this year we're using the actual axle grease. Yeah. That's when we grew up. That's what they used, the axle grease. Yeah.
Now, the idea of that contest perplexes me because I can't even imagine being the guy that gets to the top. because you got to slide all the way down, and there's an inherent amount of danger in that only someone who's like stone cold drunk could really do.
When you got $1,500 on the top, prosciutto, soppressata, provolone, some
thousands of
wine
people
and stuff,
cheering.
But it is dangerous. I just say, hold on to the pole and slide down like a fireman, I guess.
The good news, Baxie, for you, I, and Steve, is guys like us don't get to climb the pole. We get to go to be the base at the bottom. They just climb on us.
I'll just buy a whole bunch of prosciutto at the deli if I have to.
That hunk of prosciutto alone's like $300. Go get it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Can't get a deal off the back of a truck that good.
You're absolutely right.
Well, that may have where it came from.
Now you got some other.
No comment.
Now, you've got some other things that are going on too, like we were just talking about competitive eating, and you got the cannoli eating championship. Tell us about that.
Yeah, La Fiorentina's our neighbors and our friends. They're celebrating their 80th anniversary this year in the South End. So we're doing a cannoli eating contest. We have 3 divisions: a youth division, an adult division, and a local celebrity division. So if Mike, and Steve, you guys are available. We have a couple openings for cannoli.
Yeah, I have emergency surgery that day.
Okay.
And I got a funeral I got to go to.
Oh, that's a funeral.
I will go watch that.
I'll watch
participation.
You know what? The older I get, the less food I can, shove into my body.
Well, I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I think Mayor Sarno is going to be hosting that, giving his commentary on that. And we also, that morning, we have our first annual 5K, Holy Cannoli 5K. So I figured if the Irish can do it on St. Patty's Day, the Italians, we can run through the South End on the feast day.
This just in, they've already declared a winner. See, it's Italian. You see what I'm saying? There will also be a 40-30 raffle.
It's going to go great. Come on, get your tickets.
Oh, yeah.
We actually do have a big 50. It's not even a 50-50. It's a $10,000 raffle, right?
Absolutely.
There's only 300 tickets being sold. Each ticket is $100.
Wow.
But you have a 1 in 300 chance to win $10,000.
Better than MGM, I'll tell you that much.
Now, again, Chris DeMauro and Sal Circosta in the studio for the Our Lady of Mount Carmel Italian Feast. Let's just say that I win the $10,000. Am I going to have any, say, I don't know, pressure on me to give half or all of it back?
Absolutely
to,
not.
to the Mount Carmel
We
people?
would be delighted, of course.
Of course, I know, but sometimes in a 50-50 raffle, there's a little bit of
Yeah, I got caught in that game.
yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Got to give it back to the groom and the bride, right? When you win it at the Jack and Jill.
And I say to hell with them.
Yeah.
They're going to get all that stuff coming from the bridal registry that they should be just fine.
I can translate Bax for you because I speak Italian. When he said, we would love that, it means you're giving half back if you want to make it to your car.
But you're not going to pay for anything at the feast. Trust
Well,
me.
there you go.
Yeah, you can take it all. It just would be a damn shame if you tripped over in the parking lot on your way back to your car,
This really is a great event, and the fact that it's the 129th feast. That's amazing that we've had such a great tradition over the years. At this club and in the South End. I mean, it's really pretty remarkable that it's gone on as long as it has, even with occasional interruptions in between.
Yeah, the Italians, we like to keep things interesting, but started in 1897. It's been going strong. About 20-something years ago, it ended, and the new generation said we want to bring it back. And it's been a lot of fun, a lot of work, but it's a lot of joy to bring some life back into the South End.
And it's just another contribution of something to do.
Absolutely.
In Springfield.
It's going to be a great weekend. You have the Jazz Fest down the road, a couple blocks away, and then we have our Italian Feast. I'll just say the food's going to be better, I think, at the Italian Feast and the Jazz Fest.
Absolutely.
But, it'll be a lot of fun.
No, the Italian. It's a great weekend to be there. Like Sal said, there's only a couple of blocks in between the events. There's tons of live music at both events. So music lovers, they've got a great place to go to. Really, just a fun time, and everybody's welcome. And that's something that I want to make clear. This isn't just an Italian feast. This is an Italian feast, but we want everyone to come and enjoy the culture, enjoy the food, enjoy some of the hospitality that we have. We want to make you feel like you're in our living room, like in our kitchen, and have some fun. So everybody, come on down.
I was going to say that last year I was struck by all the different cultures that were at the Italian Fest and enjoying the food.
Absolutely.
Who doesn't love the food? You'd have to be out of your mind to not love that food.
Arguably, some of the best food in the world is Italian food.
And unlike a lot of the other feasts, we make all the food in-house. It's all homemade. We don't have any vendors from outside. So everything from the pizza to the sausage and pepper grinders are all made in-house.
Marty, I'm sure there'll be some gluten-free options for a guy that may have some loosening of things in his life.
No, listen. This is one of those days where I'll look at my calendar and be like, do I need to do anything for the next 3 days after this? Because if I don't, I'm going to eat so much gluten.
Oh,
if there was
yeah.
a gluten-eating competition next to the cannoli, I would do that.
You'd be flying around like the Hindenburg when it blew up.
No, my problem with the gluten's my joints. It's not gastrointestinal. It's my joints. So
Okay.
I'll just listen. If you need me for the 3 days after, I will call in. Because I'm not going to be mobile. I'm going to basically paralyze myself.
So we're going to need some of that grease for the Tin Man over here. So
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You can move around.
No, we got a brand new pizza oven that was donated to us by Clemenza's. It's a Mama Ferroni Neapolitan, like $60,000 oven. We're
wow.
going to be cooking beautiful pizzas out of there. So we'll make sure we'll get you a gluten light pie when you come by.
You can't have people just sticking their hands inside of a 350-degree
Well,
oven.
let me tell you.
It's all supervised.
Well, Bax, you take the 10,000. I'll show you the oven.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right, buddy. All right. We're cool with that. We're very good. Again, Chris DeMauro and Sal Costa, the 129th annual Our Lady of Mount Carmel Italian Feast coming up July 9th through the 12th. It's going to be a great event, guys. We appreciate you coming
See you
in.
next week. Thank
Oh,
you.
great. Thanks so much for having us on, guys.
You bet. It's 8:59
Ciao.
on Rock 102.